Peace and blessings. It's your girl Kim, and I am here in my gym, in my basement at my home, and I am back for my wellness journey. I know I've missed a couple of weeks because I have been traveling. This is a high travel season for me for work, and so it's been difficult for me to get some of these videos in, but I'm going to get back on track. This is life. This is what's happening in my now, and what's happening in my now right now is that I'm traveling a lot, and so it's difficult for me to make the videos as often as I would like to, but I'm here trying to be consistent. And so we're going to talk about week 32 going into 33 and week 33 going into week 34, which would be this week. So I have to tell you some things that have been going on. Okay, so I was at 184 pounds the last time that we spoke. Then my weight climbed up to 185 pounds, okay? That was last week. And my waist and my hips are still holding steady at 41 inches around the waist and 40.5 inches around my hips. So let me tell you what happened last week. Last week I was traveling for my husband's birthday, and I actually splurged. We were in Chicago. Chicago has White Castle. I haven't had White Castle in forever. I had not been eating any carbs in forever. And I mean, there were restaurants there. Someone had made some chocolate chip cookies. And so I splurged. When I say I splurged, okay? I don't eat pork or beef, but I had the little fish bites, I had the onion rings, I had French fries, I had everything. It was awesome. I had some days where I ate healthy and some days not so much. I was there for 4 days, but guess what happened? I gained 7 pounds in that week. Now, before you get alarmed, like, oh my goodness, I was only going for 4 days. How did I gain 7 pounds in 4 days? Well, let's talk about that. Because what happens is when we go outside of our normal diet and the good eating that we were doing, and we begin to eat carbs and things that we typically don't eat, there's a lot of sodium that's in that food. And guess what happened? Just like in the beginning of my wellness journey, I lost 10 pounds of water because most of it was water weight gain. I gained back 7 pounds of water. So, before you get alarmed, that can happen because your body is retaining the water from all of the salty food and things that you don't typically eat. And so there's water weight gain. Okay? So when you come off of, when you go back on your program again, and begin eating properly, which I did when I came back, what happens is it takes 4 to 5 days for you to lose that water. Now, you may gain a couple of pounds, but you're not going to ever gain that significant amount of weight and it stay with you for a long period of time. It's going to be temporary. So I want you to keep that in mind. That water weight gain is going to be temporary, but it's still going to be there for a couple of days before you see it go away. Okay? So what happened was my weight went up 7 pounds. Okay, and then within this past week, I lost 5 of those 7 pounds back. So in essence, I only gained 2 pounds. Okay, so I went from 185 to 187.8 pounds. And that's where I am now. I had gotten down to 184. Then I got up to 185. And then when I went on my splurge, went up, all the way up back into the 190s, and then I came back down to 187. So that's where I am now. I'm at 41 inches around my waist, 40.5 inches around my hips. So you see that I didn't get too much weight gain in my actual waist. It is water. And so, understanding your body and understanding that there are going to be times when you splurge that you're going to have that water retention. If you step on that scale, you're going to see a significant weight gain due to the sodium and to the water that your body is retaining. But Do not get discouraged. Don't get discouraged. Learn and educate yourself about the things that are happening with your body. Our body is a magnificent machine, and it has muscle memory. And there are times where we lose muscle. There are times when we lose fat. There are a whole lot of things that go on in your body. And if you don't educate yourself about these things, you'll get discouraged. You'll fall off. And you'll think, oh man, I've gained 7 pounds. What's the use? I'm just going to keep on eating. And then you'll start to significantly gain that weight back because you'll be consistent in eating wrong. The thing to always remember is that if you fall off or if you have a time where you splurge, get back on the program. But understand that getting back on the program is a process, just like it was your process when you started your wellness journey. So make sure that you give yourself time to see the weight loss start to continue again once you go back onto your program. Okay? So when you fall off, get back on and give yourself grace. Give yourself time to see the results begin to go back the way that they started when you started your journey. So that's important to remember. Okay? I am on a journey. Okay? I've got 2 more weeks before my birthday. And my goal is to hit that first goal weight of 178. And I plan on being there because I'm going to be consistent in doing what I was doing. I know that I have to maintain my caloric deficit. I know that I have to make sure that I'm doing my strength and cardio trainings and that I'm doing them, in a way that's going to help to continue that metabolism going so that that weight loss can take place. Okay? One thing that I've added, or that I will be adding over these next 2 weeks, is that I've been doing my exercise in the morning, which I'm going to continue to do, but I'm also going to start doing a little bit more cardio in the evening. So I'm incorporating an extra 30 minutes of cardio 3 times a week in the evening. And that's something that's going to be a bit of a change, and that's going to help to set the wheels in motion for my metabolism to move a little faster because, you get to points of plateau. And when you get to points of plateau, that means that it's time to do something different. It doesn't mean that your diet is failing. It just means that your body is now getting accustomed to what it was that you were doing. And now it's time to change things up a bit. So that's something to keep in mind as you're going through your wellness journey. Don't ever get discouraged. Keep going because eventually your body will train itself and condition itself to understand that this is what we're doing. This is something that has become habitual. And then that's when we start looking and saying, okay, now that your body has become accustomed and has lost weight to this, what is something that I need to change and do different? Okay? So that's all I have for you for this week. I'm looking forward to sharing my progress with you over the next couple of weeks as I move closer to my first goal weight. And, I just want you guys to stick with me and just make sure that you're staying the course. If you fall off, get back on, but understand that it's going to take a couple of days before you start seeing results again. So do not be discouraged. Hang in there. Okay, that's why I'm down here getting things done, getting these muscles in place. You see that? Those guns. I'm getting there, but it's a process. Okay, hang in there, keep going, and until I see you the next time, I say peace.